In 2007, I had the great privilege of going to Seattle, Washington, and attending a training program that was put on by Lou Tice and the Pacific Institute. I want to give them plenty of credit because it's a very powerful program. And it was called Investment in Excellence. The name really didn't do it justice. Lou Tice had studied for years how people formulate their beliefs and how they are limited by them. And in that program, one of the things that Lou said to us was that we act not in accordance with the truth as it really is, but we act in accordance with the truth as we believe it to be. What am I saying? Well, we're talking about the battle for the mind, and there is literally a war raging between what is possible, what's legitimately possible, and what you and I believe in our hearts is possible. There is a level of truth that is absolute. It's what God knows about you. It's what He has already spoken concerning your life. It is what He has already prescribed for you. But what He knows to be true about you and what you know to be true about you could be two different things. And see, what happens is when God inspires us or speaks to us to rise to the occasion and to become all He's already said we can be or do what He's already said we can't do, we begin to compare the truth of His Word concerning our life to the truth that we know to be true about ourselves. That truth might have been given to us by a mother or a father or a stepmother or stepfather or some other relative or some friend or some teacher in a classroom who spoke a word to us that said, you're dumb, you're stupid, you're never going to amount to anything, you're always going to need other people's help. All these things that people say about us because they perceive something on us, their truth has to become subject to the truth. You have to go after the limiting beliefs that have been formed in your mind that are holding you back. You have to identify them, really forge in on what is really true. And the best way I know to find that out is to just ask God, ask the Father, ask the Creator, God, look, I know right now I'm struggling to believe that I can be this, do this, accomplish this task, start this business, launch that ministry, do this thing, have this child, be a good parent, make money. I'm struggling to believe I can do any of this. But God, what do you know to be true about me? What do you know? And as God begins to speak to you, and God begins to reveal to you the truth about your identity, about your capacity, about your worth, about your value, about your ability to perform, then you have to actually begin to recite that and repeat that and cause the old untruth to be squeezed out of the picture. The battle for the mind is taking place right now because God's speaking about you. I want to ask you to do this for me. Spend time quietly in prayer with Him and ask Him very simply, Lord, in the areas where I am experiencing limitation right now, in the areas where I am challenged to really believe that I have the capability or the ability or the capacity to do something, show me what's possible. I want to see with your eyes. I want to see what you see. I want to know what you know, and I want to believe what you believe about me. I challenge you today. Go after limiting beliefs. We're going to explore more about this in the next session. My name is Brian Holmes, and I want to thank you for joining us on this edition. We'll talk to you very soon.